Lads, welcome to the Sheffield United versus Manchester City match preview with yours truly and Hal Stewart. How are you doing, Hal?
I am excellent, thank you, Nick.
That's what we like to hear. So, we are playing Man City at home at Bramall Lane on Saturday at 12:30 and it's on BT Sport. So if you've got BT Sport, you don't have to pay any more money. No £14.95 or whatever it is. We're on BT Sport. Let's enjoy it and let's go and beat Man City anyway. We're not talking about Man City just yet. We're going to talk about the Liverpool game very briefly because obviously I've done a match reaction. Hal and the crew have done a Blades fans react. So we're just going to quickly brush over it. The fact that we did really, really well. We still gave away some really, really soft goals. But we scored one of our own. We could have had another penalty. We could have had 4 possibly. We also created lots of other chances as well, which you wouldn't have thought we would have done going to Anfield. So yeah, very, very surprising, but it gives us a little bit of hope. So last time out, we played Manchester City at home. We lost 1-0. Hal, what happened?
Substitute Sergio Aguero. His goal beat the Blades in a match where we played, well, not great, not as well as we did in the away game, but pretty well. And the Argentine striker netted the only goal of the game. It was late in the second half. As I'm sure you remember, it was a bitterly cold night. Dean Henderson, he had a great game. Really, really top Henderson form. That kind of form that's going to get him England's #1 eventually, including saving a Gabriel Jesus penalty before the break.
So now on to Sheffield United team news. And if I'm being completely honest, as long as there's no injuries from the Liverpool game or in midweek, I'm expecting a similar team. So for the starting lineup, Hal always tweets out on the Sheffield United Way Twitter account. Go and follow us, by the way, if you haven't already. He only got 2 wrong, apparently, this week. It was McGoldrick and Norwood. Obviously, the positions were a bit weird because we didn't expect Osborne to be playing left wing back. We expected him to be playing in midfield. But if you want to go on there, go on that tweet, get ready for it, and then put in your starting lineup, that would be great. Or obviously you can put it in the comments below as well. But the team that I think Wylie's going to pick is the exact same one. I think he's going to go Ramsdale in the net. I think he's going to go exactly the same back 5 because I loved Ampadu playing in that defensive midfield role. I think he's going to go Baldock, Basham, Egan, Stevens, and then Osborne because I thought Osborne was great against Liverpool. I don't think it matters where he plays. He's still going to play very, very well. Then I think it's going to be Ampadu at defensive midfield, then Sander Berger, and probably Lundstram again. You never know. He might mix it up a bit, but on that left-hand side, I think the only 2 players that really could play there at the moment are Lundstram and Ben Osborne. So you never know. He might throw Max Lowe in there, but I think he'll probably keep it quite similar because I think we played really well against Liverpool. And then the strikers, anyone's guess, because I thought Ollie Burke was great when he came on. I'm not sure how effective Ollie Burke would be at home. I don't know why, because Man City are a team that's going to have a lot of the ball. He might go with that. But also, I definitely think he's going to go Brewster again, because Brewster needs a run in the team. So it could be Brewster and McBurney. It could be Brewster and McGoldrick. It could be anyone, really. I would like to see him play McGoldrick in the attacking midfield role even, like he did later on in the game against Liverpool. But let's see. Obviously, Chris Wilder's the only one that knows who he's going to pick. But if you want to hazard a guess in the comments below or on our tweet, go for it.
Stephen from Esteemed Company, a great name for his YouTube channel, has already done a video about the opposition with us. Do go and check that out. Nick is going to put a link somewhere and you can watch that. He gave us a few ideas of what he thinks the Manchester City starting 11 would be. I very much hope that John Stones plays anywhere. He might have Laporte back, Pep Guardiola by then. Diaz, we know, has been a really important signing for them. He's really shored up their defence. You can't tell from their league position, but City fans are very pleased with how he's been playing. Kyle Walker, chance for him to come back home. And then in the midfield, probably Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Gundogan. And then up front, we know that Aguero did his hamstring, so Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, and then let's see, maybe even a youngster like Liam Delap could play.
Score prediction time, and it's going to be a difficult one. We're playing Man City. They're not playing as well as they have been in recent seasons, so that's something. We did well against Liverpool. We only just lost at Anfield against Liverpool. Who knows? I'm going to tell you my score prediction first. And I'm curling myself up into a ball here. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm just not sure what Sheffield United team's going to turn up, what Man City team's going to turn up. But I'm going to go... Don't look at me when I'm saying this. I'm going to go 1-0 Sheffield United.
Wow. I'm normally Mr. Positive with my stupid predictions of us always winning. Before we spoke to Stephen, do check that video out from Esteemed Company. I was thinking we'd get beaten probably 2 or 3-0. For the amount of injuries he's told me that City have got, I'm a little bit more encouraged. And they could throw out a team that isn't perhaps their most recognised 11, which gives us a bit of a puncher's chance. So I'm thinking I'm going to change my prediction. I'm going to go with 1-1.
Nice. So we're both quite positive. Next one's some memorable matches, and we've played Man City a little bit in the past. Obviously, they went down to League One. I think we were in the Championship at that time. We've passed each other at certain points, but for the last, I don't know, long time, we've been out of the Premier League, and Man City have been unbelievable. So, Hal, what game are you going to go for in this one?
One fondly remembered by all blades, Manchester City 6, Sheffield United 0. I'm not going to do that one, although I did go to that game back at Main Road, 98, I think. Instead, I'm going to focus on one fondly in the memory warehouse of all Unitedites, a 2-1 FA Cup win against Manchester City, January 2008, FA Cup 4th round. Luton Shelton netted on 12 minutes after Michael Ball, who was seemingly better at singing than he was at clearing the ball, wrong-footed by a ball bobbling off a balloon. Do you remember all these balloons, Nick, strewn across the box?
I do. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was Joe Hart in the net, wasn't it?
Absolute calamity. A clutch of balloons littering City's goal mouth. And when Lee Martin, on loan from Manchester United for us, crossed for Shelton, the ball momentarily got lost among those balloons. And as you quite rightly say, Joe Hart was beaten in the net and ball was bamboozled. Shelton managed to keep his eye on the ball, stabbed it home. And you might remember as well who our manager was at that time.
Brian Robson?
Correct. Brian Robson, one of the few good days for Robbo on the touchline. John Stead knocked in Derek Geary's cross for our second on 24 minutes. Now, the interesting one for double Brucey bonus points. Can you remember who volleyed a goal back as a substitute for Manchester City?
I was just going to tell you who it was as well. Daniel Sturridge.
It was Daniel Sturridge. You've memorised this game extremely well. 2-1 win for the Blades.
Yeah, I also remember Joe Hart frantically bursting balloons after that goal went in. Brilliant scenes. Love it. Now for player connections, and this is the point of the video where we look who's played for both sides. Now, Hal, I'm going to go first because I'm going to hit you with one of my favourite Sheffield United players of all time. I've said this quite a bit. But Michael Brown, my lord. I had him the other week when we played Fulham, but I had to bring him back up because I love Michael Brown, and that's where we got Michael Brown from, Man City.
Lazy, a player you've already had.
I don't care, it's Michael Brown, my lord.
I'm going to think outside the box where this player actually plied most of his trade on the right wing. David White.
Very good. Very, very good. Yeah.
Interestingly, David White scored his 99th and 100 career goals against Wolves for us in January 1997. And he actually ended his entire career with 101 career league goals in total and was capped once by England.
Very, very good knowledge. Very good Googling, Hal. Very good Googling. My next one is a player that Neil Warnock signed in 2006 for the 2006-07 Premier League campaign. He was called David Somme. He was supposed to have got Premier League pedigree. That was hard to say. Premier League pedigree. And he played a few games. I'm pretty sure he started the season. He definitely didn't end the season because he wasn't good enough to keep us in the Premier League. He was a bad player. He was not a good player. So whose is your next, Hal?
Well, from David Somme, a Guadeloupean, to another foreign blade, Michael, maybe pronounced Michel, but I always called him Michael. Michael Vonk, a big Dutch defender, signed in 95, played 37 games for the Blades, 2 goals, and he played for Man City 92 to 95.
Man Mountain. I remember Michel Vonk. What a defender. Another one for me that is one of my favourite players ever. The only reason why I say it like this is because at the time I loved this guy and nobody else liked him.
Oh, no, I'm not having that. He was one of my heroes as well. I mean, that goal against Forest.
Oh. I thought that I was like on my own in liking Gareth Taylor.
The Welshman.
Yeah. I don't know why I said it in a French accent.
I absolutely adored him, and you might remember against Charlton when he thought he was leaving and he scored and he kind of pointed to his badge and he was doing that, why are they getting rid of me thing. I always felt for him at that point. And my final one doesn't stack up quite in the memory echelons like Gareth Taylor, but Stephen Jordan, a left back that we signed from Manchester City, was at City for a long time, from 1999 to 2007, but joined the Blades 2010 to 2011. Just 15 appearances. Remember him have an absolute stinker at Ellen Road. He's currently a physio at Salford City.
Oh, very nice. So thank you very much for watching this video again. If you liked the video, smash a like on it. Thank you, Hal, for being here, as always.
Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. And let's go and beat Manchester City.
Look at that ping from Norwood. Makes other teams look no good. Yeah. We've got a team full of leaders. Alan Hill, Chris Wilder taught us. Right. Yeah, there was us on the tour bus. Yeah. Look how many goals Billy scored us. It's beautiful downtown Bromley Lane. We are the boys from Shore.